It's been a long interview. Can you summarise the entire discussion for our audiences?
Okay, basically what I said was there are three ways of growing a restaurant business. Number one, attract new customers. Number two is to increase the volume per purchase. And number three is to increase the frequency with which those customers buy. So what I mean by that is, first of all, we need to get new customers into the restaurant. B, we need to ensure that we upsell those customers so that they buy more food or whatever is it that we sell. And then C, we need to ensure that they keep coming back and bring in referrals. Now, what we said, in order to attract new customers, we need to craft a good marketing message, a good unique selling proposition, and a very good offer to entice them. And then we said we need to identify our target market. Because we do not have the resources to sell to everyone, we need to target our market to make sure we sell to only a handful of people. The next thing we need to do is to select the best media through which to place our marketing message. Because once we've got a message to market match, we need to find out, okay, where do they hang out? Where will be the most cost-effective place of placing our advert? So that is the third way. So basically, once we've got the first part of it, which is the customer acquisition, the next part now, how do we increase the volume per transaction? To do that, we need to structure our business in such a way that it is focused on the needs of the customer, not just on the services we provide. Because one of the problems most restaurateurs face is that they just focus on food and other services. However, in order to succeed as a business, the focus has to be in terms of what is it that a customer needs, instead of just focusing on your food. You also need to think demand innovation and next generation demand. What is it that our customer needs, or what will they need in the future? It's very important that we keep asking the question all the time, what else and what next? What else can we give to our customers, and what next do they want? Even if it comes to the milkshake, what kind of different milkshake can we give them? Or what kind of different services can we provide in the restaurant? When people come for a birthday party at our restaurant, what else can we give them apart from just a cake with candle on it? Give them something else, and something that is very unique that you're going to remember. We need to keep thinking about that all the time. And then we discuss increasing the volume per transaction, increasing the frequency with which people buy. And to do that, what we always need to do is to understand that the current situation is focused on relationship and permission marketing. So we need to cultivate good relationship with our current customers because they already trust us. It's very important because trust and friendship, when people like you, when people trust you, they will buy from you. And we discussed that there are 7 ways of doing that. So we need to create a database of our current customers. We need to grow our current network. We need to develop our product guidelines. We need to start the relationship from the beginning in a good way. We need to program for referral. We need to acknowledge and reward referral. And we need to reciprocate, because the best way of instigating good behavior or influencing people's behavior is for us to first give. When we give, we are going to get. And finally, we discussed that marketing is 2 things. Marketing is psychology and mathematics. Psychology because we all buy emotionally. It doesn't matter whether it's the president of the United States or a blue-collar worker. We could justify our decisions logically, but in the final analysis, emotions is what drive the decisions we make. And we say marketing is also mathematics. You need to know your numbers. Because if you do not know your numbers, you do not know how much it will cost you to acquire customers. Because in the final analysis, marketing is about buying customers. And in order for you to be able to buy customers, you need to know the cost of customer acquisition, the lifetime value of your customers, and the gap between the initial purchase and profit margin. It's very important. Without mathematics, without knowing your numbers, failure is very high. Okay, there is a good news and bad news to all this information I've given you. Let's start with the bad news. The bad news is this type of marketing or business growth process is difficult. It's very complicated. So, because of that, most of you guys will shy away from doing it. The good news is this. Most of your competitions are not going to do it either. What that says for you? That says that if you decided to follow just a handful of the things I've taught you today, you have a chance of growing your restaurant into a very successful business. It is possible. You see, the rate between success and failure is just a minute difference. So I will admonish you to take advantage of the information I've given you today, knowing fully well that your competition is not going to do it. You see, I currently run a security firm, and it's on autopilot. I don't get involved in daily activities of the security firm. I just basically get money from it. And one of the reasons I left it, though there are people who make a lot of money from it, is that I said, the barrier to entry into the security industry is very low. Because of that, just about anyone can wake up tomorrow morning and establish a security firm. So because of that, you've got high competition. I could use this kind of marketing that I'm teaching you in my security business. But then I also need to have the infrastructure to go through the process. And I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to go through the hassle of doing it? So in my head, I say, okay, leave it on autopilot and then forget about it for now. So basically, the same thing happens in the restaurant industry. Just anyone, once they know how to cook, they decide to open a restaurant. The barrier is very low. But you can decide to say, okay, because the barrier is very low, so the competition is high, and you just raise the hand and give up, or you can say, okay, now I just need to get 1% better than my competition, and I will eat the lunch. And that is what I've given you today. I've given you an opportunity to eat the lunch of your competition. All you need is just 1% difference. And if you just took one of this information I've given you, I can guarantee you that you will eat your competition lunch. Most of your competition, when they think of business growth, all they think about is attracting new customers. That's the only way they know how to grow their restaurant. But I've given you 3 ways today. So if you just added one, if you just focus on the second part or the third one, which is focusing on servicing your current customers. That alone will grow your restaurant and it will put you in the top 1%. You see, remember, as I've told you, restaurant business growth is about customer acquisition. It's about ensuring that you make your current customers your evangelists, and it's about compound prospecting. Your goal as a restaurant owner should be to basically reach critical mass. When I mean critical mass, it's a point at which you do not need to go and look for customers again. You bring in customers and those customers continue to bring in more people for you. It's like you're 250 people just working on your behalf. And that's what you need to focus on. Because once you've reached that point, you've reached a breakthrough and you do not need to do anything again. But reaching to that point, like a airplane trying to lift off the ground, you're going to need to use enough fuel, probably 80% of the fuel, in order to airborne. But once you've airborne, everything else becomes easy. So I will ask you that you need to do what I've told you, because once you've airborne, trust me, it becomes easy. When you arrive at critical mass where you do not need to go and look for customers again, it becomes easy for you. Just remember this. You do not make a sale you do not get customer to make a sale. You make a sale to get customer. Remember this. When you make a sale, it's to get customer. Most businesses want to get customer to make a sale. You need to look at it the other way, because customer is where the value is. Because you make money from repeat sales. The initial sales make you money. Repeat sales make you wealthy. So if you want to be wealthy, focus on repeat sales, not on initial sales. Thank you very much for listening to me.
We hope this has been helpful to you. If you require more information about Romeo Richards, please visit www.theprofitexperts.co.uk or call 44161 945 1754.